Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is a Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and the energy is sort of calm. It's a little bit laid back today. I'm just going to do some oracle card pulls, and we'll just do these by zodiac sign. So what I will be working with today, we have some new cards here. These are the Making Magic deck, and it's a little bit of a glare from the window today, but they're really neat. I like them. I hadn't seen them before, but they are a set of symbols and something to focus on here. So here we have Awen, 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. It's just one example. So we'll pull one of those for each zodiac. We will also pull a Raven's Wand Oracle card, a card from the Oracle of Mystical Moments deck, I think also an Animal Spirit from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and then possibly a couple of Tarot cards as well. We have this new deck here. This is the Manga Tarot, and you'll see that the artwork is pretty great on these. They tell wonderful stories, so we might take one or two of those as well. Just looking for Spirit to guide us today into some areas of thought maybe that we wouldn't naturally go to on our own. Just asking Spirit and the universe to let us know what we need to focus on. What is it that needs our attention? We're asking the universe, Spirit, please guide us, help us find the messages that need to find us. Let's start with Leo today. Leo, we are going to pull one of the Making Magic cards for you. I'm just going to shuffle briefly and inexpertly. I'm getting a little better at the shuffling, but everyone has their own style. You will note from the various videos that you watch here on YouTube from the tarot readers, oracle readers, mystical guides that you find. We have many different ways we can shuffle, and this is a simple one for me to go with. So let's see what we have for you. Dragonfly. A lot of glare this time of day. Dragonfly, you bring light to this world. That's a pretty good way to start, I'd say, Leo. How are you bringing light to this world? Does anything obvious jump to mind? Pull one of these Raven's Wand Oracle cards now. Again, I'm going to just give them a shuffle. It's a very odd week energetically, and I know there are folks far more well-informed than myself with regard to the planetary alignments and how the energies are. I'm finding it's very frizzy, very not effervescent, and like, that sort of has a good connotation for me. It's just a little scattered, I feel like. Our Raven's Wand Oracle card today for you, Leo, is release. So you're bringing light to this world. Are you releasing that light from within you? Is there something in you you need to release in order to let that light shine more fully? Here she's playing music, and she's releasing the spirits of all these creatures that have been buried, letting them go free. And maybe there's something in your way, something inside of you that needs to come out, but it's being blocked. And I'm not entirely sure if that's sort of what I'm hearing from Spirit, is that you have so much to give, Leo. You have a great fire inside of you that's waiting to be released and make this world a better place. But there is something you need to release first before you can set that free into the world. I'm going to pull now one of the Oracle of Mystical Moments deck. Let's give those a shuffle. Just have some focus here and some guidance from our guides. Universal energy. What does Leo need to know? What do they need to focus on? Flower Spirit is your Oracle of Mystical Moments card today. And the Flower Spirit is number 10. Let's see what number 10 is. She's sort of resting there against this flower, possibly napping. It's hard to tell. Her eyes are closed. Let me see. Flower Spirit. Sort of a joyful feeling to that card. Let's see. It's about friendship and tenderness, joy. I think that collectively these three cards are pointing to you. Maybe there's something about playfulness and joy that helps you release and bring your light into this world. Maybe you need to be a little less serious this week, Leo, and focus on having fun. Having fun and just letting you be you. I think that is our message. So, Leo, for you this week, we have Dragonfly, Release, and number 10, the Flower Spirit. Let's see, we have for Virgo. Let's see what your Making Magic card is this week, Virgo. Yeah. I almost feel I need to apologize to all of you. My energy has been pretty good today, and when I started recording, it all kind of very slow. I'm not sure what that's about. If I'm channeling one of you out there, it's starting to pick up a little bit. Maybe there was just a Leo having a rough time. Let's see what we have for Virgo. Love Charm. Attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. Virgo, that's sort of a nice way to start, huh? Attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. You have a love charm here. And that symbol, perhaps, if you take some time, meditative time today, and draw that symbol a few times, then maybe that will be a nice little magical spell for you to cast to call in that lover, soulmate, or life partner. Mr. or Ms. Right, or right now, right? I don't know, Virgo. Somebody might be getting lucky. Fallen in love. What do we have in your Raven's Wand Oracle? Ooh. Raven's Wand. Interesting. And for your Oracle of Mystical Moments, is lifting a little bit. It's very odd being empathic and intuitive this way. Sometimes the mood just kind of tanks and you don't have any idea why. Last Friday I spent most of the day crying, and life's good for me. I had no reason to be crying. I have no idea why I was. What we have here. I'm not going to do reversal readings today, so we have the Sea Witch. So with the Raven's Wand, we've got sort of some storm action here. But also, she's a witch and she's calling forward what she wants out of this world. Maybe she is focusing on that love charm. You see that love charm symbol? Just so you can see, maybe take a screenshot so you can do some drawing later. But she's quite serious, but she's not stern. She's not upset. She's not, annoyed. She's just very focused on what she wants, and she's going to get it. She's got some elemental movement around her. There's this water dragon in the background. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's very faint. But there's a lot of power there. Just a very calm, focused stream of power to get what she wants. And then we have, again, a witch here. The Sea Witch, number 52. 5-2. Resolving to 7. Let's see what the Sea Witch has to say for us. I'm just going to check the little guidebook here for this oracle, as it's relatively new to me. Number 52. Innocence, the joy of play. Again, we're back to play. I think the universal guides out there want us all to be enjoying our summer a little bit before it's over. Small Mermaid is called the Witch of the Sea. Instead of a fish tail, she has a jellyfish on the lower part of her body. Her hair sways behind her like flowing tentacles. She holds a windmill in her hand that propels her forward. A wide-eyed fish is her loyal companion on her ocean journeys. She's young and uses the magic of childlike thinking to dance in the waves, marveling at the wonder of life. So she's sort of young and carefree, and she has this fish companion. Spirit is saying, somebody in your circle is this fish, your companion. It could be a Pisces, it doesn't have to be, but there's someone in your realm who is your constant companion and friend, and they are quite key to you using your energy to work your love charm. Could be that some of you are already coupled, and in that case, maybe you're just planning a special night. I'm going to put these ones back in, and hope that you, Virgo, have a fantastic time casting your magic spells of love. Let's see what we have for Libra. Shuffles as quickly as I can. I know it's a little bit tedious to watch people shuffling, unless you like shuffling as sort of one of those soothing things for you, the sound or the motion, in which case, enjoy. But for some of you, I am aware it takes a lot of time sometimes to do the shuffling. Self-confidence, strong self-belief, and a sense of worth. It's a pretty good symbol very easy to reproduce, and I think that's a really good quality for anyone to work on. I suppose there are some of us out there that have boatloads of self-confidence, but most of us always find a day or two in our year that, or more, where we're doubting ourselves, or we're holding ourselves back from opportunities because we don't believe in ourselves, or we're not assured of a victory, and that bothers us. But I think you, Libra, are being called on now to work on your self-confidence. If you have it, to do things that nurture it and sustain it. If you're feeling like you're a little low in the self-confidence tank, to use your meditative time, and I hope that you are, Libra, making time every day for a little meditation and thought, to focus on your self-confidence and how you sort of really assess how you feel and what can you do to strengthen it if it's a little bit wavering. I think that you are sometimes indecisive, but that's not the same thing as being unsure of yourself. What we have here, walk with wings, and I'm just going to shuffle these ones. Oh, that one wants to come out. I'll take that one. Home is my castle. So, self-confidence, walk with wings, and for our Oracle of Mystical Moments, we have my home is my castle. So, what I am getting from this entire spread here is the joy that this creature feels, this fairy. She is clearly very, very happy. I don't know if you can focus on her. She is just enjoying life. You can tell she's surrounded by the bees and the plants, and she's got this huge smile on her face. She has the wings, and she could be flying. She could be hurrying. She could be going faster through this experience, but she's walking because she's enjoying this moment. And I think that's an important part of self-confidence, is getting out of your head and being in this present moment. So Libra, that's what Spirit is saying to me. It's saying, focus on now. Focus on the good parts of today and this moment and how it makes you feel. And that will give you the sort of calmness inside that helps you to be self-confident in any situation. And this 39, this card, my home is my castle, saying she feels very secure in her home. There is something very sustaining about the familiarity and comfort of home. And that helps you to relax into this moment. I am going to look that one up. Excuse me, just a moment here. See if there's another aspect of this that Spirit wants me to share. Life is to be experienced. It's very much in line with this one, where she could be rushing through. She could fly where she needs to go very quickly, but she's walking. Inside the walls of your own castle, you keep your memories and thoughts, your knowledge and feelings. The older you get, the more this fortress of life grows. It can keep you company, it can defend you against pain, and it can provide a foundation for your true self as you continue your journey. So, you have security, you have enough security to take your time and focus on the present moment. And in that, feel self-confidence. It's a pretty nice little message for you this week, Libra. Let's see what we have for Scorpio. Scorpio. I know you aren't necessarily my viewers. Most Scorpios, they don't necessarily rely on anyone but themselves to tell them what they should be thinking or feeling. But let's just see, in case some of you are tuned in, what we have. The elements. The elements of fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful, protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. That's a great card. Sort of focusing on how all of the elements are there magically to support you. One not being greater than any of the others. Sorry, my card up too high. See what we have for Raven's Wand Oracle for you. These are all great decks, and they all come with guidebooks, and they all have different meanings, and I'm not always reading the book, and I'm not always interpreting it precisely the way the book may interpret it. I would recommend that you all get these decks, and I would recommend that you read them. And then I would also say that you should find a still spot inside and listen to Spirit. Because sometimes how they are interpreted in a moment is not the same as the guidebook. So here we have Destroying Angel, which is an interesting card, huh? She looks pretty fierce, but also kind of calm. And I'm getting that sense of elementals here. You know, there's this fire, air, and water. The energy of spirit, earth. So, sort of goes well with the elementals card, I think. She's ready. She's ready to do what she's got to do, huh? But you'll notice her staff is down. She's not actively attacking. She's just ready to destroy if it's necessary. And part of creation is sometimes destruction. So I would say maybe for you, Scorpio, this week is about setting your boundaries and being quite firm about where you start and someone else ends. That's sort of what I'm getting from Spirit right now, is that maybe there's a little codependence in your life with you and someone. Not really sensing that it's a romantic relationship. Could be a parent, could be a child. Might be a workplace situation. Here we have Lorelei. She is your Oracle of Mystical Moments card, and number 31. Let's see how she fits into this story for this week. Lorelei, power, responsibility, fate, and grace. A mermaid sits on a rock and gazes toward the ocean. A small ship floats nearby, connected with her through a rope. She has the power to decide the destiny of this ship and the fate of the crew. With a flick of her wrist, she could toss the ship against the shore, or she could let it continue its journey. What will the mermaid decide to do? She has suffered great loss in her own life. Will she continue the cycle of pain, or will she allow healing and grace to calm the waters? Wow. Okay. So, Scorpio. I'm getting a really clear message right now from Spirit on this. It's reminding you of the elements. It's reminding you of the fact that they all matter and they can all be combined. in magic, that you are powerful. You are more powerful, perhaps, than you readily admit in most situations, but you have within you what you need in combination with spirit to manifest whatever you want, to control the situation, to bring about the outcome that you desire. And the only thing that tempers that is your humanity, your decency, your grace, your kindness, and your tolerance, of other people and the antics that they pull. But what I am getting from this card coming in, Lorelei, she looks very calm and very innocent, but she, as we just heard from the book, holds the fate of this ship and its crew in her hands. She's not capricious, though, and she has a choice to make. She's been hurt. Is she going to perpetuate that hurt cycle, or is she going to make a different choice? And I think that's where this boundary setting with whomever this is in your life is coming into play. You could be petty, you could be reactionary, you could do to others what's been done to you, or you could make a better choice. And I think that's what you're going to do. So, Spirit kind of is in your corner on this and is just waiting to hear from you, Scorpio. So you think about the situation, maybe ponder, spend a little time in meditation, redraw this symbol a few times, listen to Spirit, and they will help you decide. All of the energies that are, the universal energies and guides that surround you, will help you decide what the right next step is. Let's see what we have for Sagittarius. Let's see what we have for Sagittarius this week. Again, these are the Making Magic deck. I'm off of Amazon. There's a lot of great stuff on Amazon, you'd be surprised. And I'll put the link in the show notes so that you can easily access them if you're interested in getting some of your own. Prosperity. This one might be a little harder to draw, but it's kind of cool looking, huh? Prosperity, a prosperous business with riches and success. Well, Sagittarius, that sounds promising. Let's see what we have in our other decks for you. In the Raven's Wand Oracle. This one, I love the artwork. There's a lot in the story of each card. Apparently it is based on a novel, or a set of novels, I'm not sure. I haven't read the books. I wasn't even aware of them when I picked up this deck. But looks like it might be an interesting story to read. I picked up this particular deck at an occult shop in Glasgow, Scotland, because it just sort of called to me when I was walking through. Let's see what we have. Oh, somehow you have Raven's Wand as well. I'm not going to put it back because it is the one that appeared for you. So, let's see. Something about using your magic and your elemental support system to make for a prosperous business and riches and success. Alright, Sagittarius, we just a couple more here. One more of those. Let's divide. You have my dear friend. Bit of a play on words there. My dear friend. Oh, the glare is terrible. Go. Sunshine isn't direct, but it's a bit bright right now. So, excuse me. Sagittarius, I'm getting the sense that you are going to have a very good week if, and it's a big if, you use your personal power to get there. Not unfairly, right? She's calling upon the support of the elements and the spirits around her as she does her magic. And I think that if you do that, you also can plan to receive some success this week. Tends to be focused on material success. If you have your own business, that it will grow and thrive this week. If you are working for someone else, maybe that you'll close a good deal, or you'll support someone, a colleague who's closing a good deal. For number 47, my dear friend. Lifelong friendship, dependability, solidarity. If you recall the card, The Journey, which we don't because we haven't encountered it yet, you'll recognize this woman riding on her deer. This time, both woman and deer are much older. Time has passed and the two are still companions. They've seen many seasons together, many sunny joys and cold sorrows. Their wisdom has grown, like the graceful antlers the woman holds for comfort. The deer supports her, and she returns a loving touch to her dear friend. I think that your prosperity has, let me rephrase that. I think that an old friend has something to do with your prosperity this week. This friend that you've been with for a long, long time. It could be a romantic partner, but I'm not really feeling romantic partner. There's love. There's absolutely love, but I don't think it's amorous, sensual, sexual love. It's love like deep friendship over many years type of love. And that person, combined with you focusing on what you know you're capable of, is going to bring you some success this week. If any of these are messages that are resonating with any of you, with you Sagittarius, or with anyone I've read for today, I'd love it if you'd leave a comment and let me know how it speaks to you. I am intuitive, and I've been reading tarot for several decades, but mostly just for myself and my friends. And I've just been feeling called right about the time that the retrogrades all started to reverse again, to share and to read for other people and to share the messages that Spirit is giving me. And so I've started this channel, and I've started doing some of these readings, between the tasks that are associated with my regular job, to share these messages, with everybody, with all of you, and see who they're meant for, because I don't always necessarily know, and my mood shifts and the messages come through, and it's just what it is. So we have for Capricorn, happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. That's a pretty great message, huh? Happy love. I'm not sure why there's a J and a K. See, there's a J and a K. Happy love. Just kidding? I hope that's not what it means. Capricorn. All right. Let's see what we've got here to help us understand a little bit better this message. Joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. See what we have for you. The power of words. And let's just shuffle here. Capricorn. Nice, wouldn't it? A happy love. You have a happy love. Maybe you have a happy love, Spirit is saying, and yet it's feeling like maybe there's something wrong with the foundation lately. Something, you don't know what, something just doesn't quite feel right, and maybe you need to find a way to talk about that with your other, because there's power in words. Power in the words, for sure, that will help you. And your last here is Sleeping Beauty's Dream. She's imagining a castle. She's got a bird in her hand. The bird in the hand is worth, what, 2 in the bush, right? This is card number 3. 3 is a good number. I think, Capricorn, power of imagination, inner strength. Imagine if your soul could wander while you sleep. What places and people would it visit? Envision what kind of journey you could have. Your soul is not tied to a certain place. It is able to tear down walls and scale a hedge of thorns. Like the bird Sleeping Beauty gently holds in her hand, your soul is ready to be freed and soar to all the places in your dreams. So, what is it? What is it about the situation that you're in that makes your soul feel like it wants to fly and be free? There is power in words, and on the surface, it looks like a happy love, right? But what I'm hearing, Capricorn, what Spirit is whispering in my ear at present is, it's not. It appears to be, but it's not. And there's something inside of you that doesn't feel quite right. And that's your soul stirring. It knows it needs to go or be something else, somewhere else. And you don't really know, because you don't understand that feeling yet. You need to write. You need to take some meditative time and write. And see what's in that writing. Sometimes we write things we don't even know we're aware of. Sort of comes out, the subconscious expresses itself that way, and I think that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, Spirit wants you to spend some time in reflection and write this week and think about what your soul is missing. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to leave this happy love. And again, this seems like a good time to remind everybody these are messages that are channeled. They're general, they're not specific, and they may not apply to you. If it speaks to you in any way, please leave a message in the comment section and let me know. But if it doesn't resonate, don't force it, right? It's not necessarily meant for you. Let's see, we're at about almost 40 minutes. Let's see if we can get a couple more signs in, and then we might leave the rest for a second recording. Let's do Aquarius. I don't like my videos to be overlong. I know not everybody has all that much time to sit around and watch hour-long videos. Aquarius. What do we have? Trinka 5. The number 555. Manifesting money and income. It's a pretty good start, Aquarius. Manifest some money and income this week. How are we going to do that? Let's see what we can find to further guide Aquarius in their week for manifesting money and income. Aquarius. Manifest some money. Wouldn't be bad, would it? Manifest a little extra money this week. Now I just shuffled. You watched me shuffle, and yet here we go. We have, again, the power of words. Manifesting money and income. Maybe there's something about the way you use your words. Maybe there's a spell you need to write and carry out. Have to manifest money and income using the power of words. Spirit, what else do we need Aquarius to know? Do our guides for Aquarius want to share? Aquarius. Morning Dew Girl, number 13. I'm going to look her up, read about her, see her. Morning Dew Girl, number 13. Face your fears. Awareness, consciousness. The woman on this card collects fat raindrops into a basket of leaves. She is called Morning Dew Girl, and she symbolizes the receiving and absorption of all worries and fears. She invites us to start sharing our own feelings and worries. We can collect them and deal with them instead of hiding them deep inside. She stands resolute and strong, ready to face her fears. While fear can be as powerful as a river, once confronted, it may turn out to be as small as a drop of dew. So, it seems, Aquarius, you have some fears to face. You have some worries to release, to get them out from being hidden deep inside where they're weakening you. You do that with the power of words. You need to do some writing as well. It's not just Capricorn that needs to write this week. You do as well. And your reward for spending some quiet time in meditation, writing, and seeing what that brings out of you is to manifest some money and income, which is a pretty good reward, I'd say, Aquarius. Why don't we try to do one more? I see we've got a little bit more time. Maybe we'll make this one an hour. I don't know if I can get everybody in an hour, but we'll see. We'll do Pisces. Spirit guides. What do we have for Pisces? Where does Pisces need to focus their thoughts and energies this week? What kind of themes are going to be coming up for Pisces this week? Pisces. What universal guides have to say to Pisces? Let us see what we have for Pisces. Safe and happy travel. Protection from harm when journeying. That's a cool looking symbol too. All right, Pisces. Safe and happy travel. Maybe we are going to be traveling this week, Pisces. Protection from harm when journeying. Or maybe your travel, maybe your journey is an internal one. Maybe you aren't physically going anywhere. You could be traveling for vacation this week. But maybe you aren't. Maybe you're going on some astral plane visiting. You're going to go see somebody in your dreams. You're going to travel at night in your sleep. Spirit says that might be it. I'm not getting a clear message here, Pisces, on whether it's physical travel or not. Though I did just see a crow fly by my window. Crows are my spirit guides, and I tend to think it's going to be an internal travel this week, not external. You've got somewhere you need to go mentally. Strength renewed. She's an interesting character. She's got crow feathers, look. Crow feathers on her head. The crow that just flew by. She almost looks like a spirit, though, or undead or something. She's got this flaming sword. Interesting. Strength renewed. It seems like maybe you've been fighting a long battle, Pisces. Maybe this week you start to feel a little bit more like yourself again. Waves down there in the background. Stormy waves. she's traveling. The spirit is traveling back from literal hell. Could be. Let's see what we have in our Oracle of Mystical Moments for Pisces. All is connected. All is connected. She's got strings. All the leaves are attached to strings. Spider webs, maybe there's a little spider right there. And in her hair. And she's part tree, it looks like, with her roots in the ground. Leaves. What I'm hearing from Spirit here is there is travel, but it's more of a mental type than a physical type. You're coming back from some battle, some trial that you've gone through that was draining. Look how white she is. All the life nearly drained out of her, but she's got this sword here. It's just full of pulsing energy, and it's starting, you can see it's starting to warm her from the center. She's starting to come back, and this is telling me that all is connected, in that where you're traveling mentally isn't a unique and solo place for you. You are traveling astrally. You are connecting in dreams to other people. There's something very real about that this week for you. Try to pay attention to your dreams. See where you go and who you see. It's very interesting. I would love to know, Pisces, what that means for you, where you end up going. Send us a postcard, huh? Let's do Aries now. Do Aries with our Making Magic cards for Aries. And if I remember and I get organized, I will timestamp each of these signs for those of you that watch this video later and just want to see your own and not everybody else. Aries, what do we have? Spirit guides. Aries this week. Aries, Aries. Oh. I'm going to say wishes come true. Dang, Aries, that's awesome. That's really good. And I can feel the energy of your fire right now. It's really waking me up. All right, wishes come true. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. Very nice. Let's see what we can add to that message from Universal Guides and Spirit to help you understand how these wishes are going to come true. I think all of these Making Magic cards rely to some extent on what you put out into the universe this week. It is rare that magic will occur unless made. I just want to say, sometimes there are serendipitous moments, sometimes there are coincidences, sometimes you are the happy recipient of someone else's magic, but in most cases, it is a matter of focusing your intention and your will to bring about what you desire. A rare bloom. This one here, the tiniest bloom in her hand, a little seedling in her palms. The spirits of water and fire. It's a very interesting card. It looks like her sight has been damaged, but she can still see, and she can see things that you can see without the eye as well. You can tell that she's very in tune, and she has the gift of giving life. Seems like a good energy that could help you make those wishes come true. A rare bloom. What is it about you, Aries, that is unique? What is it about you, Aries, that sets you apart from all the others? You're not like the others. You can make wishes come true for yourself and for other people. You can sense that in your energy right now. Spirit is really very, very adamant about the fact that you can do magic. You're very, very powerful. I don't know if you sense it yet. I get the sense that you have an inkling, but your logical mind is telling you that that can't possibly be true. So you discount it when you get those hunches or intuitions, or you wish very strongly for something to occur and it does, but that is you. That is your power. And here we have again, my home is my castle. So there's a special power in you, Aries, most particularly this week, if you are aware and you listen and you take those moments of quiet meditation to feel your connection to Spirit. You are safe. Don't be afraid of it, is what I'm hearing from Spirit right now. I think sometimes you're terribly logical and you don't believe in the things you can't prove with science, but it is real. Your power is very real. And you are safe, Spirit is saying. Don't fear your natural ability. It is a gift, even if it makes you different, because it makes you different. And if you can find the quiet space in your life this week to listen and to believe in yourself, your wishes do come true rapidly. So what are you wishing for, Aries? What do you want? You gonna let us know when you get it? Leave us a comment, huh? That would be great. Okay, so we're about 51 minutes. We've got a couple more signs, 3 more signs to go. Let's go for Taurus here. See if we can get everybody in today in one go. That would be lovely. Taurus. Spirit guides, universal energies. What do we have for Taurus today? What do we have for Taurus? I'm feeling quite warm. Could just be that I don't have the air conditioner on, but I think it's something more than that. We have the triple moon. Oh, it's a very powerful goddess symbol. Embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. So, triple moon is a symbol of the goddess. And even if you are not a female or you don't identify as female and you're watching this, I would say this week is about getting in touch with your feminine qualities, your feminine energies, and calling on that great connection to the feminine in the universe, Spirit around us to support you, embracing that side of you, because it's very important this week. Something about identifying with your feminine aspects. The nurturing side of you. The side of you that can give birth to new ideas or creations, or bring into existence out of raw materials something of great value. I think that is what Spirit wants you to focus on this week, Taurus. And we have the Song of the Sea. So maybe some of you are going to the sea. Maybe some of you, this is very, very specific, Taurus, but my guides are saying some of you work in marine biology. Okay? And Taurus out there is such a specific message. There is a Taurus who works in marine biology, and I think it's a guy. I think it's someone who identifies as male. It's really important for your advancement, personally, professionally perhaps, this week, that you are able to identify with the feminine. In order to understand the task before you this week, you need to be able to identify with the feminine within yourself. Who do you need to nurture, Taurus? What do you need to nurture? What do you need to understand as only feminine energy could understand it? in order to create this week. Listen. Oh. Now, the feminine energies are traditionally the more passive, the more receptive, as opposed to masculine energies stereotypically being more assertive, more initiative, right? So I think that what I'm seeing here is this need for you, male or female, or neither, however you identify yourself from a gender perspective, you need to try to get in touch this week, Taurus, with your feminine aspects, your nurturing side, your birther of new into the world. And by doing that, you are going to be able to fully experience what Spirit has in store for you this week. Part of that, a very, very big part of that getting in touch with your feminine is listening. You can tell the woman in this card is aware of her surroundings. She is connected to the voice of nature. She can listen to the growing plants beneath the ground. She is an integral part of her world, and she understands the sorrows and the worries of the environment. She also knows the songs of nature's pleasures. I think that women, those who embody the feminine, not just women, to correct myself on that, those who embody the feminine in our world carry a great disproportionate amount of the emotional work of our societies. They know the sorrows, they carry the sorrows for those who are not equipped to do so. And I sense here that your message this week, Taurus, is all about getting in touch with those feminine energies, listening, understanding, feeling your way through the emotions of others in a calm way so that you can create something new. All right, that's Taurus. Let's do Gemini. Gemini. What am I sensing with you this week? Frizzy. You are distracted. I know that's not a big leap to say that a Gemini might be distracted. There's something. You're trying very hard to focus this week, and it's not always coming together for you. You're distracted by something, someone, something. I don't know. Can't quite tell, Gemini, but pretty not serious. You're focused. You're not serious. You're not stern. You are focused on something, but you're having really a hard time keeping that focus. Insight opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. All right, so why do we need to strengthen our intuition, Gemini? It seems like the answer, all right, that jumped out. Doesn't usually happen, but we'll take it. Prove yourself. You feel like you need to strengthen your intuition. Maybe you do. Maybe it's not about you feeling. Spirit says you do. Period. You need to strengthen your intuition. And how are you going to do that? Because that's not really your realm. That's not your forte. You can anticipate. You can process data very fast. You're very sharp, usually quite smart. Geminis are very sharp, very quick thinkers. And you can take data points and you can focus them so quickly, so much faster than other people. But that's data points. And what you're being asked to do this week is to rely on intuition, on your gut instincts, on your feelings. And although it is not the realm that you are most comfortable in, Spirit tells me you have a gift. Oh, you have quite a bit of natural ability to tap into your intuition if you let yourself. That's the big if, though, because your logical mind doesn't let you very often. And this week, you need to find a way to strengthen your intuition, to listen to your gut. The perfect key. And I'm seeing here, this is, you're feeling this, okay? This is what you're feeling. You're feeling you need to prove yourself. To who, to what, I'm not sure. To yourself, perhaps. No. Yes, you need to prove yourself to yourself, but also to someone else. Does that feel right? You think you need to prove yourself to someone else. I don't know if you do or not. It's not clear whether you actually need to prove yourself to someone else. But you definitely need to prove yourself to yourself. You need to keep your word to yourself about something. And then the next card is the perfect key, number 29. We're going to look her up, see what the book says about her. That is the Oracle of Mystical Moments, in case you missed that earlier. Happiness, encouragement, and unlocked feelings. This card shows a woman holding a key in one hand and a cage with a heart in it in the other. There is a bird sitting on the woman's shoulder, encouraging her to try different keys with his mouth. Yet the woman has already found the perfect fitting key. She can open the cage and open her heart. Sometimes life is only a search for the right key. There are so many things that are hard for us to approach. We can have trouble accessing our own feelings. Thanks to friends and family, there are people who can help us find the lost keys to our personal happiness. All right, Gemini. So this is telling me, excuse me, you found the thing that opens your heart. The person, the activity, I think it's a person. It's the way you feel about someone. That way you feel about them opens part of yourself that you couldn't access otherwise. Really great parts. They're really great parts, but they're not parts you're very comfortable or familiar with yet. So even though you know how to open your heart, you know how to access, you know what the key is, that person, that feeling about that person, you know it opens that lock, but you're holding off. You're holding off because you're not comfortable with it yet, because it seems to be more related to the realm of intuition than it does to the realm of logic, and that's not really comfortable for you. Also, possibly you feel like you need to prove yourself in some way to this person that makes you feel this way before you're allowed to, before you're entitled to. That's interesting because you're always entitled to feel your feelings. I think there are sometimes limits on the actions we can take, but what we feel, we feel. And you're allowed to feel that. And if you're sensing, Gemini, that you're not allowed to feel certain things, somebody's given you that message in the past, and it's not true. And this week is about you understanding. Your intuition is on target. You're allowed to feel, and you don't have to prove yourself to anyone but yourself. That's what I'm hearing. So it should be an interesting week for you. I hope that you can find some time in your quiet moments of meditation to access that comfort with intuition. We have just one sign left. That is Cancer. We've gone over the hour, which is not great, but, we're not too far over. Let's do Cancer. Make this a single video day. What are we doing this week, Cancer? Spirit guides, universal energies. Need some insight for Cancer. Spirit guides and universal energies. So let's focus on Cancer. Cancer this week. Where are we focusing this week for Cancer? Cancer. Self-confidence for you. We had that earlier. A strong belief and a sense of worth. Self-confidence. All right, Cancer. You need to work on your self-confidence. Feeling it already, and it's okay for you to feel it. That's what I'm hearing. You have self-confidence, but every once in a while, somebody is telling you you're arrogant. Somebody's telling you you're cocky, that you shouldn't have as much self-confidence as you do. I don't know, Cancer. I think you're a pretty sensitive sort, and I think that you're not likely to be overly self-confident. I don't think you are going to act all big and full of ego that often, but I could be wrong. A lot depends on where your moon is, where your other planetary placements end up. But let's see what we have here. We have Eternal Flame. This creature looks like it's waiting. She is waiting on the shore near a broken railing, waiting for someone to come back. Maybe, Cancer, your self-confidence is a little shaken because someone's been gone a long time. Someone had to go somewhere. You're missing them. I think this week is about you missing this person. I usually get much before all the cards are out, but I'm sensing that in this case that's what's going on. You miss somebody quite a bit. And it's starting to affect your self-confidence. Are they going to come back? Morning Dew Girl. This is about, remember, taming your fears. She's going to take this great rush of water, and we need to remember that when we face our fears, they're not as overwhelming and scary and controlling as they could be when we're not sitting down and thinking our way through and very logically examining what we are afraid of. You're afraid this person's never coming back. And that makes you really, really sad because you believe you can't live without this person. And Spirit's telling me that you can. It isn't saying that you have to, okay? It's not clear from the message I'm receiving right now that you have to live without this person you miss. But what I am hearing is that you don't feel like you could. And that's what you need to work on this week. That's where the self-confidence comes into this equation. You need to spend some time writing or thinking quietly in meditation about the fact that you are okay and you are not lost without this person. Whether this person comes back or not, you are able to stand alone as a whole person on your own, Cancer. And that's super important for you to know. If the person never comes back, and maybe even more important for you to know if the person does come back, okay? That's how you grow. That's how you offer more of value to the person you're missing, by being whole in and of yourself. You can still love someone desperately and be an independent person. And maybe that's not a message that you've ever gotten before, but Spirit really wants you to know that this week. Thank you all so much for listening, for watching, for tuning in and bringing your energies to this video. Again, it's Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. We didn't do any tarot today, but in some other readings I'm sure they will call themselves to the forefront. I do have some beautiful decks. I'm a bit of a fan of the art on certain decks, and so I tend to collect more decks than I really need for reading. I will put links to the various decks in the notes, so if any of them catch your eye at any point, you can find them on Amazon easily to acquire for yourself. Please leave comments. I would love to read all of your comments, unless you thought this was absolutely terrible, in which case I don't need that negativity in my life. Constructive criticism, that's fine, but anything that's just downright mean, I don't need to read that. So you could just kind of sit quietly by yourself and think those thoughts. You don't need to share with the class. Otherwise, I'd love to hear your comments. If there's anything in particular that you have a question about from this reading, please leave that in the comments and we can check in with Spirit on another video and see if there's some more to be said there. I will be trying to do these weekly. This is something I feel called to do by Spirit, so it's not necessarily the case that I will have time every day for videos, but I certainly will do my best to share with you what I'm receiving. Thank you again, and if you liked the video and you wish to subscribe, please do. We would love to have some subscribers. Join our little tribe, and if you click the bell icon with the lines on the side, you'll get a notice every time we post something new. Thank you again. I wish you the most wonderful of days, and I send you many blessings.